Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Gumayusi has officially announced that he is parting ways with T1. And it's very interesting because he has talked openly about wanting to be a one team player, very similar to Faker, and live out his entire career just with one team, right? And just kind of continue in those same colors. So seeing him walk away after a year where he fought through criticism, pressure, and even internal benching, only to bounce back and win World's MVP feels a bit strange. This past season was easily the most emotional and unpredictable of his entire career. Early in the year, the criticism towards him was relentless, and some of it crossed far beyond normal competitive expectations. A portion of the T1 gallery went after him harder than they had gone after any T1 player in recent memory, spreading rumors, nitpicking every mistake, and creating an environment that seemed exhausting even from the outside. Through all that, Gumayusi stayed quiet, kept playing, and kept improving. And then, directly after that, came the benching. So even now, fans are still divided on why it happened and whether it made sense. But one thing is clear, being pulled from not just stage games, but skirmishes and reviews was rough. When a player of his caliber is taken out of the equation completely, it always raises questions. And T1 never really explained the situation, and the whole thing left a lingering sense of something is off here. And that's what makes the rest of this year so impressive. He returned, played some of the best league of his career, and ended the season lifting up a World's trophy with a Finals MVP medal around his neck. It wasn't just a comeback, it was the kind of turnaround that players dream about. Many fans throughout that moment symbolized him locking his future down with T1 for good. So as we're hit with this departure announcement, the reaction has been sort of a mix of shock and quiet understanding. Once the initial surprise wore off, you could kind of see the pieces coming together: the pressure, the criticism, the lack of public support, the benching, and the weight of expectations on a player who carried so much for the team. Leaving wasn't just about contracts or money or a better offer somewhere else. It felt like a personal decision, a choice to start fresh and define his career on his own terms. This also marks the end of some of those memorable bot lanes we've seen in modern league. Gumayusi and Kira weren't just strong together, they were iconic. Their synergy, their confidence, the way they controlled lane, all of it shaped T1's identity for years. Whether you were a fan or not, watching them was always fun, and losing that duo feels a bit strange. Now, of course, offseason speculation is in full swing, and all eyes are on Paze, who's rumored to be the next AD carry for T1. Paze is ridiculously talented, but stepping into Gumayusi's shoes comes with big expectations, not just performance-wise, but also emotionally. No matter how good he is, replacing a Finals MVP is always a tough situation. People are curious, excited, nervous, skeptical, basically every emotion that you can have all at once. Meanwhile, the conversation around Gumayusi's next team is going to be a focal point over the next few weeks. He's entering the market as a three-time World's champion in his prime. That alone guarantees that his next move will shake things up, whether he stays in the LCK or explores something new. But beyond the competitive implications, the main feeling fans are left with is something simpler, and that's sadness. Gumayusi wasn't just a great ADC, he was someone who visibly grew year after year, someone whose confidence and personality made him easy to root for. His development from rookie to superstar happened in the front of the entire world, and people felt connected to that story. That's why his departure hits harder than the usual roster shuffle. It's not about losing a piece on a chessboard, it's about a chapter closing, one that people weren't ready to say goodbye to. Still, this doesn't feel like the end of his story. If anything, it feels like the beginning of an entirely new arc. He leaves T1 with multiple championships, a Finals MVP, and a legacy that's already secure. Wherever he goes next, he brings all of that with him. One thing that we know for sure is that whatever comes next with Gumayusi is 100% going to be worth watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. See you guys in the next one.